So this is my first time making a video, so I'm kind of just adjusting to where the camera is. So I'm sorry if I look off a little bit here and there. But today, what I wanted to talk to you about was the question of whether are they really learning? And by they, hope you can see this, I mean children. So growing up in Ontario all my life, I've been here in Scarborough, so I've never really questioned the theory of behind, what's being taught to us, what teachers are teaching us, whatever they say, I do, whatever they say, I assume is always right. But now that I'm starting to become a teacher and I'm starting to teach, I start to question, whether a lot of the stuff that I do, a lot of the stuff that my teachers have done in the past, are they really actually teaching us, or is it just something that we learn for that day and it just flies over our head? And according to the Education Act, it says that with the question of who's responsible for your child's education. And when I looked that up, it said that, the Ministry of Education is responsible for a curriculum. A teacher's responsibility is to carry out that curriculum. But it's hard in 10-month period time to carry out all of that and expect all your students to know that. It's difficult. And I even personally have been outrageous to hear the fact that teachers always say it's so hard to cover all the material. And I don't blame them, because there's a lot to actually cover. So is it teachers that we should blame because they haven't really covered everything, or is it the curriculum that just puts so much on the teachers and expect them to assess them in both formative and summative ways? And even in my last practicum, there was a supply teacher who commented saying, I feel like here in Canada, teachers are the ones that are learning more than the students. And I agree, because it's true. I feel like students aren't really actually learning a lot of the material. They're just there to do the work, get it done with, and then 2 months go by, summer comes, the next year they come back to school and they completely don't know what they learned in their previous year, which is outrageous. And there was this quote that I'm just going to read. There were no sex classes, there was no friendship classes, there was no classes on how to build an organization, raise money, create a database, buy a house, love a child, spot a scam, talk someone out of suicide, or figure out what was important to me. Not knowing how to do these things is what messes people up in life, not whether they know algebra or analyze literature. And this was a quote that was done by William Upsky Wimsett, and the references in the description. And I agree with this quote, because there is no child who's ever taught, what they really need to know about their life experience. Rather, they're taught what the curriculum expects them to know for that year. I mean, I don't do equations every single day of my life. I don't talk about Shakespeare with anyone in my life every day. So the question is, why are we actually learning all of this? What's the point? And if I were to create something like a better policy, I would definitely want to, as a teacher, relate a lot of the materials that I learn every day in my life to something that students can relate to in their life. So that way it's something that actually resonates them. And education, is the key to success, and I understand that, but children just feel like they should come to school because they have to and not because they want to. And we should actually start to, relate a lot of things to what they do in their life, and so that they could connect to what they're learning. And let's teach them through what they will experience on a daily life, and allow them to appreciate their life more and appreciate that education is a journey in their life. And that's my rant for you. And here are some of my references. I think it's backwards. So I will just copy this and I'll paste it in the description on Blackboard. Thank you for listening to my rant.